Hello guys, I am Pravakar and in this video we'll be answering some of the most asked questions related to video editing that you guys sent me on my Instagram. Few days back I had posted a story asking you guys to send me questions related to video editing and I got around 20 to 30 responses, from which I'll be answering around 8 to 10 questions today because I also don't want the video to be too long for you guys. So without any further delay, let's get started. Question number 1. How can I improve my editing speed? Well, when we are new to editing, it takes time to even pace the video, and I think slowly when you start working on more and more videos, once you get more experienced and probably have edited like tens and hundreds of cuts, then you start having those things in your muscle memory, which makes it easier for you to edit more faster. However, apart from that, I think a practical tip from my side would be add keyboard shortcuts. Do not go and manually select that cut tool and then split the timeline. Don't do that. Use shortcut keys. That would be number 1. Secondary, I would say create presets. A lot of times I have seen people manually doing keyframing and a lot of effects again and again continuously for every clip. You can start using presets. If you don't know how to create preset, you can just right click on any effect in the control panel which you have already made, and then there is an option to save as a preset, and then you can use the same effect again and again and it will save a lot of time. And one thing I would like to mention is that especially if you are pacing a video, pace it in 2x. When you press the button L, it's basically speeds up the timeline, and then you can start cutting it according to your needs. And another thing would be start to observe the waveforms. So whenever you have any video, it has audio waveforms in the timeline, and just see if someone is taking a lot of takes, see where is the next time frame where there is long waveform, and see if it is the same line, you can just cut everything previously. So these were some of the tips from my side. I know it's very generic, but if you use it to the fullest, I think it's gonna save you a lot of time. Question number 2. What does your editing process looks like? Very good question. I will tell you what my editing process looks like. You can adapt some things or maybe tweak some things according to your needs. The first step of my editing process is pacing. I could cut out all the flops. I make sure that there is no unnecessary shots in the timeline. The second thing that I do is color grading. I want to make sure how the asset looks upon the graded background, upon the graded footage which is there. The third thing that I do is determining where the assets should go, which type of animations will be at this place, where you can put b-rolls, where there will be text animations. I add markers for each one of them. And the fourth thing that I do is create those assets and start adding those assets by going through the timeline and see, okay, here I have added a marker for b-roll, so I'm gonna put the b-roll in that time frame. Then I might somewhere have added animation, then I will create that animation and put it there. And the last thing, I would like to go through the footage, that if it is visually good, if everything is fine, if there is no abrupt cuts or no abrupt animations and everything is perfect visually, and then I do sound design, and I like to do SFX first and then go to music selection, for which I use Epidemic, I use Envato, and then I recheck that everything is good, the video is looking good with sound also, and then I export it. Question number 3. Shortcut or cheat codes for creating a design which suits the mood and format of the video. So for me, if you want to match the mood or the vibe of the video, is to understand what type of the video it is. Try to gain some references or design ideas through Pinterest or Behance. For example, if you are editing something related to horror, you can go to Pinterest and search for horror posters or let's say horror designs, see what type of element they are using, and then maybe adapt some things from there. You will surely get some idea after looking at a lot of references, and then create something of your own. So I think researching around the topic or vibe of the video and taking some design inspiration really helps. Question number 4. How to implement design into videos? For this, I would recommend using Photoshop. Now, it's not mandatory. If you are a designer, if you know about design, you can do it without Photoshop. But for creating high quality assets and for not to be bounded by the options that Premiere gives, if you are editing on Premiere, I think Photoshop is your way. Reason being, when we are in Premiere Pro, it does not give you a lot of options for designing any assets on any frames the way you want it to be, while Photoshop gives it all. So you can design your frames, take inspiration from like Pinterest and design your frames in Photoshop because it gives you all the design options, and then export those layers and use it in Premiere Pro, or maybe you can directly animate that PSD file into After Effects. Question number 5. How to upgrade your skill set while working somewhere? A lot of times when you keep getting work and it is the same kind of work, you don't get time to upgrade yourself. I think that's the time to take break. Even I have taken break for few months because of my boards, and I'm just editing Dhruv's video. And I'm not doing any agency work because that was like majority of my work was coming from agency, and I was not getting time to upgrade myself. So these days I'm learning a lot of new things that I wanted to learn from a long time, and then I'm also creating this content. I'm utilizing this time as much as I can. So I think taking breaks will help you, or maybe if you can separate time, you can separate 30 minutes or 1 hour from your day to learn new things. I think that should help. For me it was tough because again I have my school to do, then I used to do agencies work, Dhruv's video, mentoring at AV, so I could not separate much time. So that's why I had to take break, and also because my boards are coming, so I need to focus there also. So do you do color grading before editing or after editing the video? I think if you have already color graded the footage, it makes it easier for you to determine the types or the contrast or colors of the assets like text or other animation that you're gonna use on the A-roll, because you already know what does the final background looks like after color grading. In other hands, when you color grade after all the assets are put in, there might be some mismatch in contrast between the A-roll color grade and the asset you have chosen in the contrast in colors. Question number 7. What are the most popular YouTube channels I can follow to learn animation? Maple is one of my favorite creators, and then we have Top Motions, we have Soundduck Films, Invato Tuts, and you can also follow channels like JFX Mentor, which I had followed a lot. And today also, whenever I'm stuck, if I find tutorial on JFX Mentor, I go and watch it. Now let's move to the next question, which is one of my personal favorites. Question number 8. By not being rude, just spitting facts. तो ध्रुव राठी की वीडियो एडिट करता है तो खुद की वीडियो ढंग से एडिट कर ले. कितनी खराब वीडियो क्वालिटी, नो बी रोल, नो मोशन ग्राफिक्स. First thing, I don't edit Dhruv Rathi's main channel's videos, I edit his vlogs. And second thing, the video you watched was executed within 15 hours. Shooting, editing, thumbnail, title and everything. It was just under 15 hours. I had recorded a day before, but then I had to reshoot. Reason being, us wale pe there was some yellow backgrounds which I did not like it, and then I thought of reshooting it with white background, and that's why I had to reshoot it. एंड दूसरी चीज़, आई डोंट थिंक वहाँ पे मोशन ग्राफिक की नीड थी, एंड आई थिंक रॉ ही रखना था मेरे को वीडियो ओवरऑल, तो इसलिए कुछ ज़्यादा एडिटिंग भी मैंने वहाँ पे नहीं करा. ठीक है. एंड एक और चीज़, बाय द वे, द क्वालिटी ऑफ द वीडियो इज़ लो, आई अंडरस्टैंड. ठीक है. रीजन बीइंग वो वाला वीडियो वाज शॉट विद वेब कैम, एंड अभी जो कर रहा हूँ डायरेक्ट थ्रू फोन. आई विल सी विच वन इज़ मोर बेटर. ठीक है. एंड देयर विल बी प्रॉपर लाइटिंग एंड ऑल वंस आई मूव आउट फ्रॉम माई प्लेस. ठीक है. So that's it for today. I hope you liked the video. Make sure to share it with your friends and leave your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe for more such videos. Thank you.